YouTube, what's good? My name's Charles and you are watching Charles Soundbox TV. I hope you guys are doing well and prepared for 2022, keeping positive and staying active, and remembering that big challenges and new goals are always on the horizon. So with this in mind, I want you guys to remember that it's always important to stay focused on your plans. So when new opportunities present themselves, it will enable you to demonstrate how great you are. But you have to remember that with these new opportunities, you have to stay ready. You have to be in that mode where you can recognize the opportunity and then implement some of the plans that you've already set in motion before that opportunity presents itself. So as you can see from the title, in today's video, I'm going to kickstart your 2022 off with a new video on how to throw the left hook from the static position. Now, before we jump into the action, I want to remind you guys, if you're a returning viewer or if you're a new viewer, please hit the subscribe button and also leave a like if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more. So with the left hook, many beginners experience some difficulty when throwing the left hook, even novice fighters as well. And I would attribute this to the initial positioning of the left hook. It's hard to generate the power required for the left hook when your lead hand, which is your left hand, is in front and it's already very close to your opponent. So I'm going to leave some timestamps within the video and the description. The first timestamp will be stretching. The second timestamp will be about footwork. The third timestamp would be about body rotation. The fourth timestamp will be about arm alignment. And the last timestamp will be about combinations. Right, let's jump into the action. In this section, I'm going to show you stretches that will enable you to improve the flexibility that you have while throwing your left hook. So the first flexibility drill that we're going to focus on is a 90-degree turn whilst having your feet in a flat position. So you're not going to raise the heels or the toes on your feet. So I want to stand in a position where my feet are approximately waist width apart and I extend my arms to the side. Remember, the heels or toes will not be elevated as I'm turning. And what I want to do from here is turn to my left and to my right 90 degrees. So my arms will align with the camera and I want to maintain the height at which I'm rotating and then keep them here like that. Good. Try to make sure that you have adequate space whilst you're rotating. So this particular flexibility drill will be to aid your hip and your knee joint whilst you're turning with the torso. Okay, the reason for this is because this particular left hook that I'm showing you from the static position will not be thrown with the lead foot pivot. Now, the left hook that we're throwing is a typical Soviet hook. And so we will not be throwing palm towards and palm towards facing me like that, or palm down, but we'll be throwing palm away. So the fist will be like this. Okay, so what we're trying to do is perform rotations as if we are swimming. Okay, just like that. You want to focus on the elbow and bringing the elbow up to the point at which your wrist is also at a particular height. So wherever your wrist goes, your elbow will also follow. Okay, and this is what you will be doing in circles going to the front and also circles going to the back. Just from the side, going forwards and then going backwards. Now you want to ensure that you're performing these particular drills so that your shoulder becomes more conditioned for the left hook. Now we've arrived at the second part of the video, and this is where I demonstrate the footwork that you need to use for the left hook. To begin with, I will stand in the boxing stance for the orthodox position. Remember, Cuban style, we have the back foot slightly raised, and this is primarily what is going to help us throw the left hook without the pivot. It's the rotation from the back foot that I'm seeking to throw the left hook. If you remember, the first flexibility drill I did was for you to turn at 90 degrees with your arms up so that your shoulder aligns with the camera and with your elbow and your wrist and your fingers, okay? And then we're turning 90 degrees like that, and then like this. We're using this flexibility within the left hook. We're not going to turn 90 degrees, but we're going to turn 45 degrees. So your flexibility drill should always be beyond what you're asking your body to do when you perform. Now, so all we're doing is rotating the back foot back down to the floor, and you can see what that does to my left shoulder. And this is the kinetic link where your right heel is actually connected to your left shoulder. Okay, just like that. Now from the side, I'll do the same thing. And you can see that my foot, this foot, actually turns from a position where it's slightly angled to a 90-degree position where it's now forwardly facing the camera. The third section is body rotation. And in this section is where we start to generate a bit of power, because this is where we link our feet or footwork to the joints of the body. And then we start to develop torque. And also we enable our core to be part of the actual drill and exercise for you to throw the left hook. I've demonstrated the angle that you turn through and the end points. Now, to improve upon this with a bit more power, what I want you to do now is push with the front foot and then whip your body around so you can look at your back foot. So to demonstrate, there, okay? So you can see there, now I'm actually having a visual cue as to look at my foot, or I can have a visual cue to look in 90-degree direction there. Now this will improve the way how you move your body, because you know you need to snap from one position to another. So again, there or there, okay? So from the side, looking at the feet first, there, again, again, now looking at the camera, which would be a 90-degree turn. To throw the left hook as part of a combination, I want to still be defensively responsible so that I can throw successive punches after the initial left hook. So with this rotation, now I want to maintain my head to be facing forward so that I'm still focusing on my opponent with my eyes, but still maintaining the same rotation. Now I'll position my head in the correct position. As you can see, whilst I'm rotating and tucking my chin in, my shoulder becomes a defensive option for my chin. Remember, your chin is the weak spot. So as you are generating all of this rotation and your opponent hits you from this direction and turns your chin more, you're susceptible to a knockdown, if not a knockout. Okay, so what you're trying to do when you're throwing this M hook is still maintain your shoulders in the correct position so that you're defending yourself from a punch to the chin or even anywhere else. The next section is where I show you the alignment of your arm when throwing the left hook. As I said before, I'm going to demonstrate the Cuban and Soviet style of throwing the left hook. So for the arm alignment, all I'm literally doing is bringing the shoulder up, rotating the shoulder, bringing the elbow up, okay? and then turning the knuckle into the target area like that. Okay, remember the benefit of this is that you're able to use a small point to penetrate on the target area. Okay, this will help you when you're trying to get, you know, a bit of follow through on that specific target area. So you need to be slightly accurate with this hook as well, but it will pay dividends when you observe how your opponent reacts to the impact of this punch. So from the side, demonstrating this, as I turn from the side, there, okay? So demonstration again from the side, boom, okay? And it's not really a swing you take with the arm. That's already performed by the torso, okay? When you were doing this, that was all you needed. And you needed to reposition your shoulder so it aligned with your opponent. And then the arm just needs to simply realign itself to the position that you've trained for. Now we've arrived at the last section, which is all about combinations. I will demonstrate two combinations that you can throw, one against a southpaw fighter and one against an orthodox fighter, where you can implement the static left hook as part of a combination. The first combination that I'm going to demonstrate is a jab cross left hook, and this is what I would throw against another orthodox fighter. So in my combat position, I throw the jab, there, the cross, there, left hook, there, okay? And you can see that what I'm doing, I'm bringing my back foot to the floor for that left hook, but I'm not pivoting off the left foot, okay? Remember, this is the static left hook. This would be different to throw in 1, 2, 3, okay? Where you pivot and you step forward on the front foot. So I would demonstrate this a few times. Ba, be, ba. Move around, maybe pivot. Here. Ba, be, ba. Okay, there. Ba, be, ba. 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 The second combination I'm going to demonstrate is the crossed left hook and right uppercut or right bolo shot for the southpaw opponent. So again, I'm in my combat stance. What I want to do from here is throw the right cross with a contralateral left step and slightly stepping out to the left. Boom, okay. Then I want to throw the left hook into the end point with the right foot also stepping forward into the end point that I know is for the left hook. Ba, okay. Now you can see how my feet are aligned. From here, I want to throw the right uppercut with the rotation from the back foot. Boom, okay, just there. Or the right bolo shot. Boom, okay, just like that. Now the reason why you want to throw this against a southpaw opponent, the right hand is very important when targeting the southpaw, okay? And also stepping out to the left whilst you do that to avoid their jab, then coming round the retreating right hand jab that they've thrown, boom, okay? And then throwing an uppercut to the body or the bolo shot to the body. Boom, okay? Just from there, you can pivot out. Okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate that within some shadow boxing now. Ba, be, ba. Ba, be, ba. Ba, be, ba. Ba, be, ba. Ba, be, ba.
ba. Ba, be, 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 ba.
So okay guys, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the content. If you have any questions about anything that I've demonstrated within the video, or have any kind of video suggestions that you want to introduce to me for future production, please leave them within the comment section. Again, obviously, I'm going to try to get into the gym and, follow up on some videos that I haven't done in the past. Please bear with me. I'm working to a very busy schedule. Also, if you feel that anyone struggling with the left hook might benefit from this video, please share it to them. Now, it goes without saying, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And remember people, hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to stay informed of any new videos that I'm bringing out in this year 2022. So guys, remember, keep training, remain positive, and stay blessed. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.